What up, everybody? It's your boy Brian James, and we're back with Madden Underground playoff action, man. This is what you wanted. This is what you needed. We have it. We got TG and the Kansas City Chiefs versus Sprint and the Jacksonville Jaguars. How you guys feeling about this? Me, I'm kind of excited.
That's it. You're not gonna give a reason for your excitement.
Well, you know, I'm excited about the matchup. Great matchup, nonetheless. We'll see how it pans out.
Okay. Well, I gotta tell you, I like Sprint. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Sprint recently found a running game, and that's definitely one of TG's weakness. Um, as much football as he's been a part of, as many different teams that he's had, running the ball hasn't really been something that he does well. He'll run the meta plays like the duo and everything else like that. The stretch. He'll run those plays, but I mean in terms of you know running other concepts, he's really going to be more of a passer, and he's good at it too. So this team fits his personality, but I do feel like Sprint's ability to run the football with the second leading rusher in the league is going to be the difference in the game.
As you noted, second leading rusher, not number one. You know what I mean?
No, not number one.
Not number one.
Number two. The number one running back, and this is from one of the greatest finagling and steals in the history of trades, is Jonathan Taylor, who's now in the Tennessee Titans.
No. Don't say greatest finagling. We saw the greatest finagling with T.J. Watt leaving Pittsburgh. That was the greatest finagling. You know
It was. It really was. It really was.
That was
in Wrangler.
Me acquiring a player that was on a contract, that was on the last leg of his contract. It's different. And we got a Trevor Lawrence run right there for a gain of 10, just about 10.
And we know this is the formula for success. A lot of players love this formation. But I just want to say, as we see him run for a first down, a lot of people used to focus on MTV Famous. But I just want to tell you that he lives on. He's still alive, but he lives on in all of us when it comes time to making trades. And Wrangler and Mr. Mall, they channeled their inner MTV Famous. So right there, you see the maneuverability of the running back, and that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I see.
That's going to be a problem.
I see. As we expected to. Sprint's running back Tootin isn't just a typical back. He's a scat back, but he has the ability to run between the tackles, and he has lightning breakaway speed. With the coaching, ability adjustment, he got an extra point of speed, along with the rest of his entire team. So, with that being said, keep an eye on these backs, these receivers, and you can't forget Travis Hunter.
No,
last
you
year,
absolutely can't. Yeah, and Tootin is scooting, and right there,
another first.
They're right, and that looked like that was a bang play. We saw the defender break on it, but right now, Kansas City, they haven't been able to stop the Jaguars from moving forward. So
no, they won't.
They seem to be more of a finesse team, and Sprint. I mean, it's very simple. It's very simple. TG hasn't changed his defense at all. He's determined to get pressure. But you see right there, Tootin' and Scootin'.
Is that the theme of the day? Is that the slogan of the day? Tootin' and Scootin'?
For right now, yes. We'll see what happens when TG gets on offense. But right now, shout out to the second leading rusher in the league, who's having an impact on this game today.
Okay.
Yeah, see, and there you go. You know, RPOs.
More scooting by tooting.
Yep, more scooting by two. You know, he's dictating the coverage right now, and as you can see, and Sprint likes his matchups better over here. Going to spread them out a little bit. He's got that rushing lane that he needs, and he's really doing a good job. It looks like he really understands some of the rushing lanes. He sees people out of position, and TG's got his back up against the wall. He is playing on the road.
Definitely. You see the crowd getting into it. Seems like they're just out there screaming whatever, anything that can possibly distract the team in any kind of way.
That's what they like to see. They like to see their team come down the field, score in basically about half a quarter. And you see he's got that fullback dive, goes up and over for the touchdown. That's a perfect play call.
The Sprint is up 6 right now. Sprint was the heavy favorite to win it all last year, but VA Dimes was the guy to do so.
You know, and I'm glad that you brought that up first, because a lot of these guys that play in the pro league, they also play in college, and sometimes we wonder, because you've said it yourself, don't play a college game and then hop on Madden, and we saw TG do that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you wonder, is there going to be a little bit of an adjustment period?
Well, no. College to Madden is not as bad as Madden to college. You know what I mean? Like, if you go from Madden to college, then it's like, yeah, it's going to take a little bit of adjustment because the movement is subtle, but it's a subtle but huge difference. So, yeah. There's that.
Okay. No, there's definitely that. And, you know, for those of you that had a chance to watch TG stream, you know, we did see the impact of a pass rush, and that's why I mentioned it. Because you see the defensive formation that Sprint is running, and with those speed boosts and those edge rushers, plus that interior lineman, he looks like he has the advantage against this Kansas City Chiefs offense.
Definitely. Here we go. Mahomes dropping back, looking for an open man, catches it. The guy wasn't really open, but he catches the pass nonetheless.
Agreed. He wasn't open. And I'm sure that, you know, Sprint may have been trying to switch stick, or maybe he thought that the defender would make the play, but that was not a good read, not a good throw, but it was a hell of a catch. And it's first down, and you know, keep an eye on that pressure, because the pressure's coming. And so see if TG abandons the running game and decides to attack through the air.
Okay. Gets to an open man. Gets another first down, man.
And I like it. You know, he's using the middle of the field. He's, you know, running high and low concepts. And he's doing a really good job. I know that he likes to do some flood concepts as well, but I don't think he's going to have that kind of time against this Jacksonville Jaguar defense.
All right. Slowly but surely driving right now. 1st and 15 after the penalty. Let's see if he can make something happen. All right, making some adjustments. RPO. Gets there. Gets a first down. Great play. Injury timeout. Somebody's going down. Ooh, that's a huge injury. Walker holding his arm. I'm sure
it is.
He'll be back.
Yeah, I mean, did he have time to get hurt? I don't know.
I don't know. It was a bang play. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, here we go. This is crazy. RPO's in full effect right now.
Oh, 100%. And they've always been that way. You know, just having the ability to be able to hot route um, the eligible receiver routes on RPOs really adds a different element to the game. But TG is not really running a rock. So, you know, look for Sprint to maybe gamble with some pass commits and see if he can force him to run the ball a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shout out to everybody tuning in right now. Foodie, Dre White, Honcho, Illuminati, Limitless, Pitch Black 36, and Rare Julie. Or Rare July.
There you go. I know you speak many languages, B James, and sometimes the pronunciation can be a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Foodie and Honcho specifically. I appreciate their viewership in the game against the Packers. You know, they saw what I was dealing with and they acknowledged it. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate their honesty, sincerity. You know, it doesn't have to be like that. But it's always good to have, you know, two very talented and also playoff participants themselves have an opportunity, you know, to see what's going on in the AFC.
See, you had an opportunity to ruin the man night, and you didn't. You know what I'm saying?
No, EA didn't. I did. But EA didn't. I can't tell you. I know I talked to you offline about the 4 plays. And I'm sure EA it makes the game more fun as we see a dot right there. But it doesn't. It really doesn't. And it damn sure didn't make it fun for me.
Great play right there by Rishi Rice. That man has a mean jab, by what I hear.
Well, he didn't need to use it. He was open, had enough separation. And it looks like Sprint needs to figure out how he's going to stop, you know, that go route on the RPO. Because right now, that's the only thing that consistently is causing damage offensively. You know, some of the reads TG made, they weren't the best ones, but you know, he's got action with the RPO. And I'd like to think that he took that little element from the Jets offense. We did run that with success before it became a popular thing. And you know what? It's fine. It's a copycat league. And he's in the playoffs and I'm not. So that's all that matters.
That is true. All
right.
We're locked in. Let's get it. Big play, tooting up the middle.
Yeah. But see, TG switched up his defense. And I think that's a good idea if you want Sprint to tote that rock with Tootin, because that's what you're going to force him to do. He's going to take it. He is definitely going to take it, but
Tootin get the scooting. That's what I like to see, man.
There you go. But you know, TG, he went back to that defense, and as you see. Dominating drive on the ground. And shout out to all my runners out there. You know, the ones that are using their coaching points and play sheets and coaching abilities to make it different.
Look at the block. The block on that play is crazy. He's out of there.
No, don't dive. Don't dive. Oh. 22. 22 making plays.
Tootin got the scooting again. And
yeah, he did. He out there scooting. He out there scooting.
And that's what we want to see. We want to see a lot of tooting. No, pause.
I thought you was gonna say you want to see a lot of tooting. Yeah, no tooting. Sorry. sorry.
The running back. There's no way you can clean that up. But
yeah, you can't.
Yeah, we want to see some good runs, a lot of speed. You know. It's weird when a guy's name is Tootin. He said, we want to see some Tootin out there.
No. Mm-mm. You know, I was surprised the Sprint didn't step up in the pocket and take off running. You know, the running back cleared out the middle, so that was available to him.
Drag. Got him. Oh, he dropped it. Great play.
Yeah, I know that feeling. He did have he did have a receiver coming across the middle. I guess he didn't feel too comfortable with it. But I would like to see him attack the middle of the field because the way that TG's defense is right now, yes, he has help with the safety and he's trying to cover the rest. But you do have some route combinations that you can use to try to get your players open. So a little play action.
Oh, and he dropped it.
Yeah, and that wasn't a read. I really thought that he was gonna hot route and have maybe a flood concept, with a single receiver coming across the middle. But big stop by TG. Sprint looked like he was overthinking things a little bit, but I'm pretty sure he'll get back to it. See what he can do on defense.
Definitely. Nonetheless, turnover on downs, and the Chiefs have the ball, and we're gonna see what they can do. What TG's gonna do with this possession right here? You think he scores on this drive?
I don't think so.
Okay. Ooh, throws it away. Barely gets it away.
Yeah, I think that he was looking for the home run. And Sprint was able to have enough coverage and pressure. Still looking for Walker to return to the field. But right now they are a sum of their parts, and I fully expect for TG to run that flood concept. Like I said, he does love that. And let's see if he can get pressure since that running back.
Right up the seams. Great play.
Yeah. He's keeping it simple, man.
Great play.
He's keeping it simple. You always got to protect the seams against these compression formations. When cats are in tight, the easiest thing to do is, go straight. There you go, little check down. And I like that. I like that TG is not holding on to the ball. He's fully respecting this pass rush. It's just that RPO action that has Sprint back on his heels because, TG is attacking the seams, and that's one of the things that, Sprint has to be mindful of.
Ooh, great tackle. Great tackle in the backfield. Lost him on the play, 3rd and 11. And you know that TG wants to go to Worthy. He's been his leading receiver. He's led the AFC, let's say the AFC West in receiving for majority of the season, right?
Yeah.
So,
And why shouldn't he? You know what I mean? He's one of the fastest players in the league. Let's see if this route combination is going to be able to develop.
Great route combination.
Yeah, he had the vertical route, and then he had the receiver coming back to the middle of the field, and the third level.
With that early drag froze that user and cleared him out to be the receiver to be open in the middle of the field. So that was a great route combination.
It really was, and now you see that those either subs or linebackers, I'm pretty sure they're safeties. Now you see that they're playing off, and so that's opening things up for him to go underneath because now he's worried about getting bopped over the head. So big conversion. TG starting to settle down a little bit offensively, and he's getting into a rhythm. Let's see if he gets. Oh, he gives it up. It's gonna be one or the other. It's got to be one or the other. You have to understand that. It's either going to be the seam or the flats.
Yeah. There's only one guy in this league that had an NFL interception during the preseason of the NFL this year, and that's TG. So I would assume that his football acumen would be pretty up to par. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. Because he knows he's reading that corner. And so if he sees that corner drop back, then he knows he's going to dump it off to the flats. If he sees the seam is open, he's going to go there. And if he doesn't see either one, then, he's going to run the ball. So I didn't like it when he tried to do that out of the trips tight end formation. I don't like this speed option play if he decides to run it here.
This is a toss.
Okay,
this is a good
toss. Yeah. But
tries to cut it up and
yeah, I mean, he cut it up. You know, he was able to get positive yards, but you know, I like this formation better for him running the football. You see all the defenders are on the left-hand side, so he has numbers. And just like that, it's too easy. So, you know.
We got D Money in the building.
That's it. That's all you want to say for D Money? That's it?
Just giving him a shout out, man. He's in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, he is.
Shout out to playoffs. We got Snoop in the building taking over those Broncos, man. Him and TG got a little chatty yesterday in the chat after their game. So I can see that potentially being some kind of rivalry, being that the Broncos have some great draft picks. There's some great and when I talk about this draft class that we're about to upload, there are some amazing players. You guys are gonna be like, what the what? You know what I mean? So
I like that.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be some of your especially if you play college. You play college, you're gonna want to go. Oh, he's out of here.
Yep, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Tooting and scooting. Oh, and he tried to fall.
What? No. You take the points, bro. This is what I'm talking about.
This is what I'm talking about. This is Madden guys versus real football guys. You're gonna see that you trying to down the ball and take the clock doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna score.
No, it doesn't. I mean, if that was a receiver, are you gonna make him slide on the go route? No, you're gonna keep going. But since you mentioned the Broncos, you know, Snoop, I just want to let you know you're welcome. I'm really responsible for, and I'm glad I could do that for you, my brother.
10 carries, 142 on the ground. Somebody's out there with some bruised ribs. You know what I call that, Philly? Rib dinner. Rib dinner, man.
Why would you call a grown man that plays on the offensive line, Mr. Ezra Cleveland? Why would you call that rib dinner?
Because he get there getting his ribs ate up. You know what I'm
saying? Sounds a little sus to me.
Nah, man. Nothing sus about a man getting his ribs ate up.
Agree to disagree.
You don't like ribs, Philly?
Actual ribs, yes.
You just don't like old lineman ribs.
I'm partial to tacos myself.
Okay. I get it. You're trying to be politically correct, man. Hey, man.
I'm not judging anybody.
Hey, rib dinner. You go in there, you whip up a man, beat up his ribs, bruise up his ribs. Definitely a rib dinner. See, now you're here in 3rd and go. You need to score.
Exactly. And look at this package right here. Like, this is not. I don't think he's gonna be able to punch it in. You know, he tried the fullback guy.
The mascot is back there shaking his head like, "What are we doing? What are we doing, y'all? What is he doing?" You know. So,
I mean, and look at he's sitting on the clock again. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Oh, he got in. It worked. To his advantage, it worked. But had it not, you would have been a smart idiot, a smart dummy.
Exactly. You know, I know that he's given up leverage in this game. Clearly, he can run the football. You know, he had a poor drive, and you know, now he has to force TG to get a stop because he hasn't been able to get the stop that he needs. And he's he's playing with his food. You know, he's playing with his food, and that's something that you never want to do that in the playoffs. You're the home team. But you want everybody to get, free Cheetos. I don't care what anybody tells me. That Jaguar looks a lot like Chester the Cheetah. I felt like that since day one. And the NFL is designed to sell food. We all know that. And so that's what it reminds me of. All right, here we go.
Got him. All right, and that's the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I like that route. I think TG can maybe build off of that. I think he's found some things that seem to be working. Obviously, Jaguars are down the defensive end, and that pressure is critical. But we'll see what happens in the second half. I didn't see that he was going to be gone for the rest of the game. Did you see anything differently?
No, I said returning soon. Returning soon. He should be back by now. But wear and tear is a real thing in Madden and in college. So
yeah, and I'm glad that we left it on. Because there's been a lot of crying lately. There's been a lot of baby back. Ribs.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are watching and you're tuned in right now, just understand that when you come, if you decide to ever come play at Madden Underground, we don't care about what they're doing everywhere else. We don't care about what they're doing, in what this guy is doing, what that guy is doing. We don't care. It's just you get down and lay down. You know what I'm saying? You get down or you lay down. You know what I'm saying? And if you lay down, might pat your pockets on the way out the door.
Yeah. I like the nod to state penitentiary. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you,
yeah,
bro.
Definitely, man, definitely.
But that's the thing, man. As long as the league has been in effect, it just never ceased to amaze me, because I remember like it was yesterday when Madden decided to introduce abilities.
Yeah.
X factors, superstars.
Everybody had to have some. I need one.
They did.
Gotta have
They
it.
did.
Yeah.
Hey, we make this league mud somehow. Can it be mud?
Oh.
Can it be like mud?
Oh, he's going deep.
And this is a bad decision.
Very bad decision.
Bad decision, but you know what? Triple coverage, and they weren't able to come away with the football. So that was Sprint's opportunity. And you saw what happened right there. There were 3 defenders there. So TG knows I can eat underneath.
Yeah, definitely.
So look for that right now. He's definitely going to be looking for that square coming across. Let's see who's there to greet him.
Great move. And Pacheco gets about 3 yards. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Got 3rd and 7 here. TG is looking to try to put some more points on the board and secure a victory. But Sprint has a lot to say about that. Running game has been extremely explosive, and we have
here comes the
great
pressure.
pick. Oh, here we go.
There
Great read.
There you go. He held on to it too long, and Walker's presence is felt. You see the rest of the defensive linemen getting pressure, coming up the middle, and he had the deep routes taken away, and he played underneath.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. That was a case of TG waiting a little bit too long for the play to develop. He was killing them with some of the quicker hits, but now Sprint has an opportunity to get back into this game. That was the turnover he needed.
Yeah, definitely. For him to pull ahead and him milking the clock in the first half makes more sense now. You got to stop, got the ball back, and see what happens.
Well, we know he's definitely going to continue to run the football.
Oh, he's definitely going to run the rock. This defense is screaming, "Run at me!" You know what I mean?
It is 100%. And you see right there, anytime that you can average at a minimum of 4 yards a carry.
Yeah.
That defense ain't working.
Makes offense easier. You know what I mean? It makes playing offense way easier. Keeping it down a distance short has been a priority for Sprint, and he's done a great job of doing so.
And here he goes. He's spreading out. Got a little RPO action.
Ooh, okay.
Double screen to get the first down. And this is it's easy. It make the game easy. You see somebody out of position, don't let your ego talk you into running the play. You know what formation you need to be in.
Oh, definitely. We got a national championship game to watch tonight. And
yes, we do.
We got a lot of players on the field that had great college careers. Which player on this field right now did you enjoy watching in college?
I mean, I'm biased. It's always going to be Ohio State.
No. But I said, what player on the field right now in this game?
I know. I'm just saying, it's always going to be Ohio State players. But I will say this: based on who's the field, I can't lie. I enjoyed watching Walker. playing in college. To me, it's just when you can get pressure and you can disrupt offenses.
Yeah.
You definitely hold a special place in my heart. I think it's a little bit harder, for coverage guys because they're out there and they have to defend, but they count on that pass rush and they count on that run defense, and so yeah, I'm gonna go with the DM, bro.
Okay. Impressive. I'm gonna go with Mahomes, man. I enjoyed watching Mahomes. If you watch the game with him and Baker Mayfield facing off, that was one of the most electrifying and explosive offensive games, maybe in college football history. You know what I mean? So, go Mahomes.
Okay. All right. Well, nevertheless, it's 3rd and goal, and neither one of those players are on the field right now. So let's see if Tootin can get to Scootin. And he cuts it right back
he gets
because
in.
that was there, and he falls forward for the touchdown. So excellent decision. Again, Sprint saw the running lanes were there, took advantage of it, was able to cut back to the inside and fall forward for the touchdown. So that turnover by B. James, electric player, also known as Patrick Mahomes, who did throw the interception, turns into points for Jacksonville. And I'll just remind you that Mr. Walker was part of the group that was generating pressure, which caused your player to turn the ball over. So
I agree.
So that is what I'm looking at, because he was clearly the MVP, but defensively,
you can't ignore Darnell Savage ability to read, react, and make a play on that interception. That was definitely the game-changing play of the game so far. And
he used that, did he not?
He definitely did.
Okay. And
so
there you go. Yeah, he's reading, he's seeing that route, so he's recognizing these route combinations, and he knows what TG is looking for, because TG could have dumped it off, but he knows he's looking for that route, feeling a little bit of pressure. I was gonna say, look for that streak. He decides to come back across the field, but if I'm Sprint, I'll take that underneath stuff. I'll take that. No explosive plays. Yeah, no explosive plays down the field. And then you want to force TG to run the football, and TG's shown that he is not interested in doing that.
No, it's not in his arsenal right now.
There's these route combinations.
Another drop. You talked about those drops earlier today, Philly. Here we go.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that gets us to 4th down, and he ain't special. It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
You heard me talking about it earlier. It happens to everybody, and nobody likes it. So don't think you're special. We all got to deal with it. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. What if?
Great read and way to go to the consistent hands in Travis Kelce.
Oh yeah, you got to go to your best players. Great catch. Wait for him to hold on to it. And that was a good read. You're moving the chains. But there's still plenty of time left in this game. And I just wonder how long it's going to be before Sprint makes enough adjustments to get pressure again and either get a sack or force another interception.
We'll see. TG got a 1st down. Pacheco signaling move the chains.
He is, and right here, this is critical right here.
Great run.
Yeah, that was a good decision. He needed to do that. He hadn't been doing that. I think maybe he passed the rock for 10, 12, maybe 15 plays in a row. Finally decided to run the rock. There you go. Towed it again. Ran into the lineman, but it was there. It was there. Looks like he's gonna go back to back to my RPO play. Let's see. So appreciate him running that. Appreciate he understands conceptually how it works and what to look for. But he's running out of space, so this may be an opportunity for Sprint to be a little bit more aggressive. Maybe play some of the underneath routes and see if you can't get another interception.
All right, here we go. Travis Kelce with nothing gained on the play. Hey, you know what I'm looking forward to this offseason in the league?
What's that?
Seeing who's going to retire. Travis Kelce's holding on, man. Does he retire after this season or does he keep it going?
I think he's going to retire. I'm not. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I don't believe that TG is going to win a championship with the Chiefs.
Okay.
And I think even if he did, you know.
Oh!
Well.
Yeah, that'll do it. Can he play some
Travis
defense
Kelce,
here?
No. I mean that was a big hit. That was a beautiful hit. That was a big hit. Ball stayed in bounds. And TG forced a turnover on downs, but Sprint is actually forced a fumble and an interception. But Travis Kelce, I mean, you look at it both ways. One, let's say he did win the Super Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. And Travis will retire, right? Goes out on top. Or, let's say you get bounced in the wild card round. He decides that he's going to tap out. Either way, he doesn't really have much to prove. So whatever his incentives are, I don't know if TG's met his goals and, makes him feel like he's big enough part of the offense. But yeah, I think he's out of here, man. I think he's out of here. So.
Okay.
Yeah, Mahomes trying to coach people up. But, he's also at fault. He threw the first interception and the receiver didn't get popped. So.
Oh, he's out of there.
Oh, yeah, diving too early. And do not slow down.
Oh. Got another injury out there.
All right. Can't see the jersey, but it looks to be a tight end.
Might be gas. Oh, my God.
Oh
my God.
Boy.
You
gotta wrap up some tackles, bro.
Run that rock.
You gotta wrap up.
Run that rock. And Sprint hasn't been a runner, but he's running that rock right now, man.
Well, yeah, he sees blood in the water. And I think that that's really what it boils down to right now.
Yeah, TG is just looking for anything to get a stop or slow down this run game, man. He's doing a terrible job right now.
Well, he respects
Good hit.
Yeah, but I mean this is the drive. Both of them know this is the drive. Not because we're in the fourth quarter, but because this will put him up 2 scores.
Yeah,
and that puts a lot of pressure on TG to force a turnover, particularly when Sprint's running the ball this well. Don't like the cutback.
Loss of 2, huh?
Yeah, I thought he should keep going. He has numbers on the left. You see right there 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically. Plus somebody got to tackle the running back. And I think TG shooting that gap is really what's throwing him off. But, we saw him audible into that trips tight end. And I think, that's something he needs to consider.
Travis Hunter, obviously, hyped up on the sideline.
Yeah, he's saying he needs the offense to put up, another score. Because right now, that's what it is. He needs to get a field goal. And they're right there. See, that's what I'm talking about. He did a great job. He read the running lanes. He saw the formation. TG gambled on a pass. And guess what? It cost him. So, look for Sprint to Continue to run the football. TG's going to have to use his timeouts. There we go. There you go. That's the adjustment. That's the adjustment. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Well,
they're not coming up off of that block. They're not coming up off of that block. So you see that inside slot. You know, he's ready for the press coverage. He's ready for the defender in front of him. But you know, this is it. Unless TG can force a turnover here, he's ready for that fullback dive. Okay, that's a big stop.
Yeah.
That is a big stop.
Regardless, Spring can take 3 here in the game. Is it's pretty much it.
Well, not necessarily, because you know we know that Worthy's his go-to
victory formation.
He's gonna have to max protect. You know, maybe he can get down the field and score and give himself an opportunity to attempt an onside, but this is Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs we talking about.
We'll see.
So I can't say, you know, that him taking a knee like that and losing yardage, that the game is going to reward him for that. So clearly we know it's going to be a run. TG trying to cover that bubble route, and that is a huge tackle. That is a huge tackle. What do? Do you take the 3 or do you go for it, B. James?
Take the 3. It's the playoffs. You can't be playing all willy-nilly in playoffs. You got to get your victory and get out of here.
I understand, but some people, you know, they like to dilly-dally, like to play with their food.
Play with their food, exactly. Exactamundo.
All right, we got 1:07 left to go. Who do you like in the College Football National Championship tonight?
I like. I want to say Miami.
Hey, nope. You know, you don't believe that.
I want to say Miami. I like the speed they play with, but that Indiana physicality, man. Seems like they just got grown men out there playing, which they do. They're all grown men, but it's another level to it. You know what I mean, with those guys. So I'm gonna go with Miami, bro.
Good, because I was gonna say, you know, coaching has a lot to do with it, and we know that sometimes, you know, people outthink themselves. But I definitely want to see, you know, both teams playing their style of football, and see who can execute the best, man.
Yeah.
You know, clearly the 2 best teams, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited. You know, a lot of opportunity. I'm sure that there's going to be some X factors, some unsung heroes that rise to the occasion, and I love that. I love that. You know, but what I want to see is, I want to see it focused on the field. I want to see it focused on the players and the coaches. You know, we know that Ray and Irvin and the rest of the Hurricanes, we know there's a lot of talent that's been successful in the NFL, but you know, these boys need their chance to shine, and it's gonna be a great game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, we can hope. We can only hope.
Well, yeah, gotta speak it into existence.
I like the positivity.
Still plenty of time left on the clock.
A lot of positivity on your side, Philly. I like it.
Hey, man.
I like it. Such a positive guy.
Look, we can talk about it. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, but it won't be because I didn't say it. It won't be because I didn't say that's what I wanted. Because it wasn't meant to be.
Okay.
Yeah, like what happened in my game with Wrangler. You knew I was going for the Russian title, but you know, our goal was to win the game. Weren't able to do it, and thanks, EA.
Just wasn't meant to be, huh?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But we did everything that we could. And that's the only thing we can control. We can only control what you can do. And TG running out of time here. He's going to have to take a shot to the end zone. He's done a good job of getting down the field. Okay, decided he's going to go for the field goal first. So he recognizes he has a limited amount of time. Beautiful kick.
Mm-hmm.
And either way, he was going to have to go with the onside. So giving himself time here. It's going to be a shortened field. And if he can recover this, he'll have at least 2, maybe 3 plays. And I hope he can get it because he does have an ability. But it looks like that ability isn't enough. Sprint is going to go in a victory formation, and it's time for us to get ready for the National College Football Playoff Championship game. Congratulations, Sprint and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are advancing to the next round. And do we have any other games that are scheduled?
I think we got the 49ers and the Seahawks about to play too. So.
Okay. Well, I knew when the announcement was made, hey, let's knock these playoffs out in one day. I knew there's going to be a lot of crickets. My notifications, which have been accustomed to going off for the last couple of days, it went silent.
No, what you do is everybody wants to advance, right? But when you force them to advance, they don't want to advance. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So. Nobody was yelling, push the button. Nobody was yelling. They were like, isn't it a holiday? Should we take a moment for remembrance for Dr. King?
Definitely.
Yeah, but, you still got games to play, bro. 99.9% of the people are off of work. And what time is that NFC game supposed to be?
10 minutes.
Yep. I guess I'm going to have the championship game up on the telly. And have that game up on the computadora. I love it. I love it. My food should be arriving shortly as well. And
I got my gummy sharks.
Yeah. Here you go. Hey, it's important that you eat your Flintstone kids, man. 10 million strong and growing. I like it.
Definitely.
Smart young man.
And keep it locked. Whenever the next game starts, we'll go live again, and we'll see you guys shortly. It said 10 minutes, so we should be around in 10 minutes. If we're not here, somebody will be. Our doppelgangers.
Happy to meet him, my guy.